Hello, I'm Ilan Rubaksh. I am with the Center for Shared Prosperity here at Carnegie Mellon University, and I'm affiliated with both the Dietrich College of Humanities and Social Sciences and the Robotics Institute at the School of Computer Science. One of the interesting questions was received is the question of gentrification and whether the Center for Shared Prosperity will promote gentrification. We actually hope to do the exact opposite. The problem with gentrification fundamentally is when we create prosperity through the innovation economy, we are often creating new companies. Those companies displace existing community members. We've seen this happen in East Liberty, and it's really hard for me to go and walk in East Liberty and remember the shoe store that's gone, replaced by a really delicious cafe that is not a shoe store. It's not a community space for the people who lived in that community. The Center for Shared Prosperity's goal is that the projects that we're forging with the community and launching with the community are explicitly designed to create more equity, not less. So we need to figure out ways to create that sense of shared prosperity without creating greater gentrification. And I'll give you an example. In home ownership and housing co-ops, the idea is what are the mortgage vehicles and home ownership vehicles that can increase the amount of Black residents' ownership shares of homes in Pittsburgh, and do so in a way that interrogates and controls rising assessment values so that the Black residents can continue to own the property and not have runaway taxes. That means working with the city. It means working with local nonprofits dedicated to figuring out how to do community land trusts and home co-ownerships, co-ops. And fundamentally, you need to figure out vehicles that do this that don't cause gentrification. That idea of being inclusive of people's existing residents and understanding how we solve the problems that don't just replace people with wealthier people, that's just fundamental to what we're trying to do. And yes, it's hard because every politician wants the city and the region to succeed, and their definition of success can be very one-dimensional. Like, I want my GDP to go up. I want income levels to go up. But if you do that by simply replacing lower income people with higher income people, by taking away transportation services, or by moving lower income people to places with worse transportation services, all you're doing is creating bigger and bigger wealth gaps. And so fundamentally, we believe you have to have innovation, and you have to do that innovation together with community members and residents who have lived experience to figure out how do you increase wealth and prosperity without simply repeating the sins of the past.